question I have with that. So, like I said, I'm currently in college, but like I want to get this debt off. Would you recommend? Would you say it'd be a good idea if I took a semester or two off of college and just worked and got rid of all that debt at my age, or should I just stay in college, keep stacking the money that I am?
Do you work a full-time job right now?
No.
What do you do?
Full-time school. I have my military benefits. I have my VA disability, and I also have the what we call BAH.
So you're getting $5,500 from the government then a month.
Yes.
All right, time to pick up a job, bro. Pick up a side job.
Alright guys, Myron Gaines and Fresh thought this would be a normal conversation until this guest says one thing that flips the entire room apart. The energy shifts instantly, pressure ramps up, and Myron Gaines goes straight up into full call-out mode. No filter. The excuses get challenged, the tension explodes, and this turns into a complete financial showdown you cannot ignore. Subscribe now to Debt Disaster Daily for more financial chaos. Let's jump in.
What's up? What's going on, FreshandFit podcast?
What up, bro?
What's up? What's your question, bro?
Hey, what's going on? So yeah, I'll make it quick. So I recently just got out the military. I'm 25 years old. I make $5,500 a month. I'm working on trying to clear up my credit card debt. I have $13,000 in credit card debt. I'm paying rent. My rent is $2,200, and I'm currently in college. But I want to clear out my debt before I graduate.
How much money do you have saved? How much money do you have saved?
Currently, I have $5,000 in my checking account. I mean, that's pretty much all my money right there.
All right, and you have $13,000 in debt.
Yes.
How'd you get that debt?
So 2020, I had during COVID, I had $12,000, and I was going on deployment, and I gave my mom the money. There was a situation where I needed that money when I got back from deployment, but she ended up spending it all without telling me. So I had to make a transaction on my credit card.
Oh.
So ever since then, I've been stuck at that number of 12,000, 13,000, trying to pay it off each month. But I have 15% interest on my credit card. This was the first credit card I got. And
What's your credit score? What's your credit score?
My credit score is a 716.
Is your mom gonna pay you back or no?
Probably not.
She's worked on it, but it's been years.
So, question for you, bro. You did 4 years in the military or what?
5 years.
And you were active, right?
Correct.
How'd you not save any money during that time, bro? Like, when you're active, like, you don't spend no money. You don't have time because you're, like, living on base. You're working. Like, how'd you not pocket all that money you made?
So I got out the military as an E4. I'm not gonna make any excuses. I didn't make the best financial decisions.
Yeah, bro. Because
when I got.
Well, that sounds about right, brother. I mean, come to think of it, yeah, the military, active duty, like, you think this guy would have money saved up, but instead he basically has borderline nothing.
You should always have, if you come out of active duty, like, you should have a good amount of pocket change, man, because you're basically, you don't wear no clothes, you're wearing your BDUs all the time, you get your food, you're living on base if you're smart. Like, there's no way that you come out from, finishing your contract and active duty without no money. That's crazy. So, look, all right, you made a bunch of bad financial decisions, so this is what we're going to do to get you out of this situation.
I came out with money. I got out I joined in 2018, and I got out in 2023. I had money when the money that I had when I saved out.
Keyword is you said had, right? You said had, right?
Right.
Okay. That's the that's the functional word, had. So, look, this is what you got to do, bro. You got to transfer that debt over to another credit card that's not going to give you a fucking high interest rate.
0%.
So you got a 716 credit score, you said. So your credit score should be good enough for you to go ahead and get some kind of credit card, right? That will give you some benefit while simultaneously allowing you to transfer that balance over to another card. Hopefully with a 0% APR for 12 to 18 months. You're going to aggressively pay that down in that time span. $1,000 a month, bare minimum, I want to go to that credit card, and you should be out of debt if you do this correctly within the year.
Okay. Would you? So, but
Hold on.
Hold on.
What did I just say you need to do?
pay $1,000 on it each month.
No, but what was before that?
Can you say it again?
Yo,
I mean, I heard you, but I
brother,
heard what you said. Can you say it
brother, he was very clear what he said. He said to transfer that debt to a new card
Right.
that possibly can give you 0% for that year.
That's key though.
with no interest.
Because if you keep paying on this credit card, what's going to happen is the interest rate a lot of the time is going to eat up whatever you pay. So you're not going to touch the principal. You're going to be paying interest.
Yeah.
So the key here is we need to stabilize. Okay, you're bleeding right now. You're a military guy. You're bleeding. We need to put a tourniquet on to stop the bleeding and then deal with the wound. You understand me now?
Yeah.
High or die, right? High or die. That's what they teach you in the military.
Right.
High or die. So I'm
Right.
telling you right now, we need to apply the tourniquet. The tourniquet is going to be you need to transfer that balance over to another card, okay, that isn't going to destroy you on interest rates because these credit card companies are banking on what you're doing right now, which is paying the bare minimum or paying and not touching the principal because the principal is how they're able to continue to destroy you with the interest. So you're going to get a new credit card. You got a 715 credit score. You should be able to get another credit card. Apply for it. Make sure that that card allows balance transfer. And with an intro APR of 0% for 12 to 18 months, give yourself a little bit of more leeway because life happens, right? Then you get that new credit card. You're going to transfer that $13K balance over to that new card. Then you're going to aggressively pay. You're going to take $1,000 a month and you're going to pay that credit card down. If not, maybe even more. $2,000, maybe it's a good month, $3,000. And you're going to pay that shit down.
Okay.
If you do this right, you should be out of debt in a year. And they won't be destroying you with the interest anymore. That is the foolproof strategy, my friend. That's how you're going to beat this.
Okay. Now, a question I have with that. So, like I said, I'm currently in college, but like I want to get this debt off. Would you recommend? Would you say it'd be a good idea if I took a semester or two off of college and just worked and got rid of all that debt at my age, or should I just stay in college, keep stacking the money that I am?
Do you work a full-time job right now?
No.
In my eyes, I drop out. That's just me. I drop out.
What do you do?
Full-time school. I have my my military benefits. I have my VA disability, and I also have the what we call BAH.
So you're getting $5,500 from the government then a month.
Yeah.
All right, time to pick up a job, bro.
Bro, be honest, bro.
Pick up a side job.
You smashing holes, man?
Say that again.
Be honest, bro. Are you smashing?
Every now and then, I'll try to get one.
All right, bro. Time to pick up a side job, right?
All right.
Right.
Pick up a side job. Don't quit school.
Yo, I'll tell you this, bro.
school.
I had hella debt myself as well, bro. Even now. But I'll say this, bro. Right now, you know your 5K that you have in your account? Let's do the math real quick. So you
And here's the thing, bro. You make it $5,500 a month and you don't even work. You just going to school. Like, do you live for free and shit? You probably got free room and board and everything, right?
hold on.
No, I pay rent. I pay rent and I have a car.
Hold on, caller.
Why don't you live on a campus for free?
Well, I'm currently at a community college.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. So caller, you have 5K in your account, right?
Yes.
But you have $13,000 in debt, right? So,
Yeah.
So if you do the math, 13K minus 5,000, you're negative 8,000. So really, you have no money in your account, honestly. If you look at it that way. So what Myron's saying is, bro, get it now while you're still bleeding. Because if you don't get it now, you're kind of fucked. Pretty much. So you're negative 8,000 right now.
Okay.
So it's a need to get it done as soon as possible.
New credit card. Transfer the balance over. Make sure that you have a 12 to 18 month 0% APR. And then you pay that debt off aggressively. You make $5,500 a month, bro. You should be able to devote at least $1,000 to $2,000 a month to that. No problem, right? And pick up a job too. Get a side job. Time to you put yourself in this hole. It's time to get out, my friend. Pick up a side hustle, a side job. I don't care if you drive Uber.
I'm studying. I'm majoring in computer engineering, so it's kind of, it's kind of heavy. I wanted to work, but just like I said, first year out of the military, I haven't been to school in years. So,
Bruh,
going to a major
bruh,
like
you know
this,
those every now and then that you get? No more. You're driving Uber now, nigga. That's what you're doing.
Okay.
You forfeited You forfeited the privilege of chasing after hoes and partying and drinking alcohol and having fun. Congratulations.
Right.
Forfeited that.
Trust me, they'll still be there when you finish.
Yeah, they'll still be there, bro. Pick up a side job, do something, make some side money, get yourself out of this debt. Because if you don't fix this now, you already told me you've had this problem for what, a couple years now?
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Time to wake up and I'm the fucking alarm clock. Get a side job.
And I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. So moral of the story is, if you have credit card debt and it's at least, let's say, $5,000 or more, and you've just, for whatever reason, you cannot find a way to touch that balance, and all you're eating up is the interest, well, you gotta find either a second job. And I'd say the opening another credit line might be optional, but I could see why Myron suggested, because at the end of the day, I mean, with an amount like that, like let's say it's 10,000 instead of 5,000, the interest rate, whatever percentage it is, it still eats up almost everything, basically not touching that balance at all. And it is completely insane how these guys make a profit out of it, but that's just how it is. I guess that's the game. So what most people do is just they either stay stuck and they don't like find a way out of that mess. And what Myron is suggesting is pretty valid. So yeah, if you got that kind of debt, I highly recommend you take this type of advice right here, because credit card debt and the interest rate, they don't play. They don't play. Just like student loans, they do not play. So that's it for today's episode. So thank you guys for watching. This is Debt Disaster Daily. We're out of here.